Hi! Before I start doing literally anything, I kindly ask you to ignore how you haven't heard me in 9 months. And go follow my Instagram because we chill in there. And I actually post quite a bit. That said, since my last little top 10 thing, I've been fortunate enough to ride many more roller coasters. Seriously, I literally don't even know how that happened. Currently standing at well over 100, here's my silly little Bornal top 10. Enjoy. The original Intamin hydraulic launch has the power to kill 5 small male chimpanzees, with the acceleration only the Lord can comprehend. Accelerator at Knott's Berry Farm opened in 2002, which honestly saying it opened at all is shocking. This ride has spent 90% of its life in the gutters, the other 10 preparing to close, of course. Oh. Oops. Somehow, the Swiss Coaster Chocolatiers managed to create a launch LMU 83 miles an hour in just over 2 seconds. The top hat is good too, but that's kinda it. Regardless, Accelerator is still one of the most stupid rides built. I wish you the best of luck riding it, unfortunately. Walking about 3 minutes away, because this park is comically small, we have Ghost Rider. The only reason this thing is above Accelerator is those silly night rides and its length. That'll make Christopher Nolan weep in his mother's basement corner. This thing is an artistic showcase of modern engineering by the lost souls of Custom Coasters International. In 2016, Great Coasters International completely renovated Ghost Rider with new track and removed those absolutely putrid PTC bench trains. Seriously, those suck. After waiting a good business day with this ride's terrible operations and insane crowds, roll out onto the 118-foot lift hill, slapping the catwalks beside you because they're there and the clearances are not the best. The first half consists of a mediocre first drop, goodish camelback, silly turnaround, another turnaround, and another turnaround. Yeah, but that's just the first half. Following is a drop that may or may not be good depending on the day you visit, and a series of small bunny hills, a turnaround, and the most absurd helix of all time. This ride slaps, but not like everything ahead. In 2011, Six Flags decided to go all out with the first Rocky Mountain construction iBox, New Texas Giant. While it's not the most insane RMC creation out there, it's still a damn good ride. New Texas Giant holds some of the most sustained airtime you'll find on a coaster. Although not the strongest, it's sure to leave your poor restraint very used. These trains are also incredible, by the way. Gerstlauer absolutely nailed it. Unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, which I find it best not to get into, Six Flags and their relationship with Gerstlauer absolutely crumbled after this ride, and RMC decided to start manufacturing their own trains. They're bad. They're all bad. I'm still waiting for a single good RMC train. Is it the wildest ride in the South? Definitely not, but you need to ride it. Absolutely incredible first drop, and those unique overbanks really stand out for normally airtime driven rides. They do provide smack and lats. Second half is overflown with fantastic bunny hops, some awesome tunnels, and that's it. This thing is great, but I also need to add in the chicken coop. Yeah, no, it's absolutely hilarious. Non-riders are sent to the chicken coop, and it plays some silly bok noises. This alone is enough to make it to my top 10, but everything else is just, oh my god. Serves up with the shrimp on the bobby, mate. Hang Time at Knott's is not a ride that needs much introduction. This stupid Gerstlauer Infinity opened in 2018 and is actually incredible. If and when you ride it, please ride in the back. That drop has some of the scariest ejector airtime you'll ever experience. Also try and get some room. Even if you don't, do note that these are easily the most comfortable roller coaster trains you'll ever experience. Holy crap, these things are great. After you dispatch, roll up probably one of the greatest lift hills of all time. Vertical lifts alone are lit, now put lap bars on it. Dangle above the drop like that claw machine you lost moments before. Oh god, that Vaporeon plush. Drop is insane. The next 4 elements aren't that notable. They have fantastic flow, but not too much force. Still, extremely fun. After the cutback, we have this absurd ejector pop. Like, really absurd. Followed by a cobra roll and another stupid pop into the brakes. Ride's good, go ride it or something. Look at that, the second RMC. Twisted Colossus is one really good ride with a gimmick that literally doesn't affect about 75% of your rides. One, because people are really slow, and unfortunately, physical harm would probably get you put in prison. But you need that dueling ride, so who cares? After traversing your adorable pre-lift, struggle, and I mean struggle to turn into the lift. What are they doing to that poor thing? Oh my god! The lift is so slow too, that thing takes forever. Slowly crest off the lift into your crazy good drop. One of two. Followed by your speed hill, your set of high fives, another good drop and stuff, just... oh man, it's good. And you experience everything twice, it's awesome. This thing has some of the most pure ejector you'll experience. And the dueling absolutely enhances everything. That is, if you actually get a ride with it, likely not. Moving back to the south, we have a ride that, let's just say, I knew nothing about going in. I've ridden Schwarzkopf coasters countless times in the past, so I expected this thing to be lame as hell with 2 damn good loops. Respectfully, I was very, very wrong. I got my only 2 rides in the back, and my first had me absolutely mind blown. That said, I need to brag a little. A few weeks ago, I rode my 100th roller coaster on Mind Eraser at Elitch Gardens. It was actually so good for no reason. Love that thing. Back to Shockwave. In the back, every single drop on this thing has some crazy unexpected airtime. With such minimalistic restraints as well, you're in for a treat. After the first drop, fly into 2 back-to-back vertical loops, the speed of which the current economy has pretty much collapsed under some incredible leadership. These loops are blackout intense. So good. Rise up, turn again, and be violently ejected from your seat. Repeat this, fly into 2 hills, and turn into your brakes. This ride isn't a joke. I did not expect it to be the best ride in the park. Viper, Viper, Viper. I will gladly take back anything I've said negatively about this monstrous Magic Mountain coaster. It is seriously one of the greatest rides of all time. Viper's the park's 1990 Aero Mega Looper, the last of its kind left, and I pray it stays forever. Disengage the lift and slither down your comically malformed drop. It's so good, and it just slams you with laterals near the pullout. Rise into one of 3 ludicrous loops. These things are perfect, absolutely insane, and crazily tight. You can't brace, it's amazing. Turn left into your second 2 ludicrous loops. These things will make you gray out. And if you're near the front of the train, just prepare for what's ahead. The midcourse is so stubby and low, you'll skyrocket out of your seat and slam to a stop. It's one of the greatest experiences ever. Slowly drop into the ride's batwing, and out into 2 hang time filled corkscrews, and finish into your brakes. This ride is life-changing. Last season alone, I somehow managed 60 plus rides throughout 3 visits. Viper checks out. Ride it while it still lasts. Tears will be led when it's gone. I never thought I'd be saying this, but the 3rd best coaster I've ridden can be found in the lands of New Mexico, the Breaking Bad state. But the only thing this thing's cooking is insanity. New Mexico Rattler at Cliffs Amusement Park is seriously the greatest hidden gem of a ride. It's indescribable. The first drop delivers some of the craziest lateral ejector into an incredible yacht speed hill. Following is a turnaround into one of the greatest drops of all time. And from the outside, you'd literally expect nothing. It's wild. Afterwards, fly into another fantastic speed hill and rise up into yet again another incredible drop and speed hill. The second half is filled with twister sections and more insane lateral ejector. My expectations were exceeded beyond imagination with this ride. And if you're in the area, please show this place support. You seriously won't regret it. One ride is worth the admission alone. Throw in a few other coasters too. Back in the Lone Star State is the last RMC on the list, Iron Rattler. But this time it's your mind being rattled into oblivion because this thing is near unbelievable. Not only is this the second and last with the Gerstlauer trains, the layout is insanely packed with some of the most unreasonably well-paced elements. The first drop is one of the best you'll find on a coaster. Fly out of your seat and stay shoved laterally in 2 different directions. It's unreal. Rise up into an amazing sustained ejector hill, and into an overbank diving off the quarry. Roll up into a fantastic floaty ejector hill, followed by a series of little goof elements. But don't undermine these, they're great. The next element and last drop is probably one of the most insane ones you'll find. Pure, sustained ejector. It's almost scary. Finally, rise up into your brake run, delivering some more insane lateral ejector. This ride, while short, is easily the most packed ride I've ever experienced. Don't walk, run to Texas. Pick up some barbecue while you're at it. Stuff's great. Finally, we have this demonic satanic ritual of a roller coaster. I've said this before, but there's literally no other way to describe it. It's something you have to ride to believe. After that incredibly nerve-wracking lift hill, somersault into the thing. The thing. Next, go into the thing, and the thing. Followed by the thing, and the thing, and the thing. Honestly, I'm so sorry, but I can't possibly describe any of this to you. My mind falls into a state of lust looking at this hunk of absolute metal wall. I have a video from a while ago that goes slightly more in depth, but oh my god. X2, Six Flags Magic Mountain, ride it ASAP. Have a smacking day. I'll see you in another 9 months, man.
You don't scare me! Are you shook up? Are you nervous? I'll be watching you. 1, 2, 3!